The history of the English language. We start our timeline of the English language with pre-English at about 1000 BC. At this time, the natives of England had no contact with the outside world, and the English language developed in isolation. Then, in 45 BC, the Romans invaded and take control of England. They rule over the peasants of England but have little contact with them. And so, when Rome eventually collapsed, the English language was left almost exactly as it was before the Romans. The natives of England continued going about their daily life until 410 AD, when the first Germanic tribes arrived in England. This served as a segue into the next era of the English language, Old English. In 450 AD, the Anglo-Saxons and Jutes invaded England, bringing elements of the German language with them. Then, the arrival of St. Augustine and other missionaries in 591 AD brought numerous Latin words to the English language. 787 AD marked the beginning of the Viking invasions of England and their introduction of Norse words to the English vocabulary. King Alfred conquered the Vikings in the years 878 AD, and this began a sort of intermission in the changing of the English language, which serves as the gap between Old English and Middle English. In 1066, William, Duke of Normandy, conquered England and brought with him many of his French-speaking nobles. This change instituted the establishment of Old French as the socially accepted language in England, with English now considered to be vulgar. However, in 1204, a complete split of France and England occurred, and English became re-established as the native language of England, but with many French words added. This switch back to English was made evident by the appearance in 1205 of the first English book since the conquest of England. This also marked the beginning of the Great Vowel Shift, which drastically changed the way the long vowels of the English language were pronounced and continued on through modern English. The era of modern English began post-1476, when William Caxton brought the printing press to England from Germany, which also brought the standardization to English. The years 1592 to 1616 started the Shakespearean influence on the English language and also marked the beginning of the three biggest developments in modern English. First was the English Renaissance, which introduced most of modern English's Latin and Greek words to the language. Then, the Industrial Revolution brought the addition of many technical words. And finally, British colonialism added many words from the native languages of their conquered lands. But the story is not over yet, as English is still changing and developing to this very day.